Thank you again for having me. I was actually here 2 weeks ago, Monday, 2 weeks ago. So those of you who were here, those on that Monday, bear with me, please, because my presentation will be more or less the same. As you can see, EIT Urban Mobility is part of a family of EITs. The EIT is the European Institute of Innovation and Technologies, which was founded in 2008, at a time when Europe was considered to be falling behind in terms of innovation behind the US and behind Japan. In our terms, innovation, and I'm sorry that I cannot pick up on the previous on your talk, right? On innovation, I guess that you mentioned that there's different types of innovation, like the Silicon Valley disruptive innovation and the kind of more tangible innovation. So what we do is tangible innovation. We want to bring solutions into the market. And this is what all these EIT kicks do. KICS is knowledge and innovation communities. So all these different knowledge and innovation communities are European private and public partnerships. They're membership based, right? They have their own legal setup and they typically get funding for 7 years, and then 7 years it's declining. And then after these 14 years, these European private-public partnerships are expected to be financially sustainable. And this is very specific for an EU funding program, right? We do not do research. We do not fund projects for 3 or 5 years, and then they're over. What we do is we do quick and fast projects that deliver a financial return. That is key to understand, and this is what all the KICs do. We, of course, collaborate because the topics are not really that straight cut. So EIT Urban Mobility, we collaborate a lot, for example, with Climate KIC or with EIT Manufacturing. Why EIT Urban Mobility? I think you all know the reasons behind it. This is why we're all here. This is Connect for Mobility, and it's also net zero emissions. About a quarter of European green gashouse emissions are produced by transport, and this is key for the cities. This is key for the cities that want to become climate neutral. 50% of public space is taken up by roads in the cities, on average, in Europe. This is space that is actually taken away, in a way, from the citizens, from play, from leisure, from a social interaction, and so forth. Accidents. Accidents is also one of the programs in Net Zero. The aim is to have net zero accidents in the cities. And most of these accidents actually happen in the cities where you have the cars, the trucks, the delivery services, and the vulnerable road users like pedestrians and also cyclists. Quality of life. We spend about 1 year of our lives sitting, strapped in a car, not moving, where at the same time health issues are on the rise that are related to inactivity. And of course, there's a huge economic factor related to congestion. If you cannot deliver quickly, if you cannot bring goods into the city, if people working are sitting in the car for many hours a day to get to work and back, of course, these has a big economic impact. So the challenges are clear. And let me point out that in most other sectors, green gashouse emissions have gone down, right? In industry, I mean, many of you are here from the automotive industry. Of course, circular economy is a big issue. Agriculture, in building, but in transport, it's still on the rise. And this is why this topic is so important. EIT or mobility, right? This is what we do. This is the main slide. So what we do, we take the cities. We cannot do urban mobility without our cities. We need the city governments, but we also need the citizens. So this is really the core of what we do. This is the core of our programs. So we have education programs, talent to business. We have innovation programs. As I said, they're very short and fast programs. We support startups with scale-ups. We also invest in specific startups if they comply with our mission. And what we do, and this is what we said before, we match and connect. We bring the sectors together. We bring the cities together with business. We bring the cities together with startups and with research and academia. So this is one key, let's say, one key activity we have. We bring the sectors together and we bring them together across Europe and the accession states. So we take the city challenges, we bring them into our programs, but we also align them with national programs. And ideally, of course, the cities are supported by national programs. And we bring them together with the European ecosystem. And I'll come back to this later on when we talk about net zero. So what we do as EIT Urban Mobility, we team up with the other EU funding programs that are related to the field of EIT Urban Mobility. This is what I said. We need to have the cities and we need to have the regions at the center of everything we do. This is key. These are the cities we have within our network. I'm sorry, you cannot really read this very well. This is a new slide. So you can see we have the northern European cities go to the west. We have Helsinki, which is very famous for data. We have Stockholm as the first congestion charge together with London. We have Amsterdam, the cycling city in Europe. We have, just to name a few, we have Munich. This is where I'm from. This is where our office is based. We are actually the city in Germany with the highest congestion. We have BMW right in the center of the cities, and they also have a factory in the city. So the people from BMW, but also from MAN, which is the truck company, they produce their own congestions going to work, right? Italy, we have very prominently Milano. We are also at the moment discussing with Rome to become a core partner. In the Netherlands, we have Helmond and Eindhoven, smaller cities. The whole of the Netherlands is basically a connection of smaller cities. And in contrast to this, we're very proud to have Istanbul within our network as a founding member and a core city. Our offices are based our headquarters are based in Barcelona. Barcelona is famous for its super blocks, right? Engaging the citizens to create parts in the cities where car usage is, let's say, more or less absent. Barcelona has a lot of knowledge on how to engage citizens in these carbon emission freer zones. Right. And then we have a lot of industry partners across Europe. We have very prominent universities. Apart from Sabancı, of course. We have the Technical University of Munich, we have EPFL in Lausanne in Switzerland, we have KTH in Stockholm, and so forth. So we have a number of really prominent universities that have also a focus on entrepreneurial thinking. And this is key also for us because we support students in their innovation activities. We've asked our cities to give us their challenges. This was about 2 years ago, so the cities delivered about 200 challenges, which we clustered into these 5 challenge areas. So let me start with future mobility. I think urban air mobility was mentioned before, so this is more in this realm. Of course, artificial intelligence, 5G, everything that's smart infrastructure, mobility as a service, and so forth. This falls within this category. Active mobility. Active mobility is considered by many cities to be key in promoting the modal shift away from the car to more active and healthy modes of transport. And I've already touched upon the physical activity. Of course, usage of car and walking reduces noise, pollution. And of course, it's one of the main, let's say, focus areas of many cities. Public realm. So we want more urban space for other usages. And I mentioned Barcelona and the superblocks. We need space freed up from parked cars for other usages, for our health, but also for our physical well-being. We need places to meet and to interact. This is a requirement, a sociological requirement for us. Urban mobility is not only about, of course, about the movement of people, but also the movement of goods. So we need to deliver goods into our cities, but we also need to take the waste out of the cities again. And then, of course, there is a big topic of mobility and energy. I've heard loads of jokes last 2 weeks about our problem in Germany with energy at the moment, the dependency we have on gas, right? So mobility and energy is a key focus at the moment. Here we talk, of course, about electric vehicles, about charging stations, but we also talk about hydrogen and hydrogen in the cities. This is how we are set up, and this might also explain why I am here. So you can see we've carved up Europe into 5 geographic regions. Every region has an office, headquarters in Barcelona, and our office from this orange region, in which Turkey is included, is based in Munich, right? And the team, my team in Munich, we look after all the partner institutions that are within these geographical areas. RISHub has been explained before. For specific countries, the EIT decided to have regional and innovation scheme offices, and Turkey is one of them. So I think I don't have to go into this because this has been explained before, and you've seen this slide as well. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to Farplas and PWC and Sabancı. I know a few other RISHubs, and the one here in Turkey, I must say, is, and it's not just my opinion, is really one of the most active and one of the most effective in bringing together the ecosystem. So thanks a lot. How much time do I have? Okay, so just to, you might wonder, in the afternoon I'm in the panel, so I will talk more about the innovation projects, right? So this is what we do. We have innovation projects. We do, as I said, very fast ones, but we also have best practice sharing. We have the academy. We have programs for students. We have a master school, we have a doctoral training network, but we also have a competence hub. So if you're interested as professionals, please check out our website. We have a YouTube channel, but we have also a lot of other training programs that you can see. So please check out what we can offer to professionals from the cities, but also from industry. And then we have, and this is the topic for tomorrow, is we invest and support startups. We accelerate, we have accelerator programs for early stage startups. We have investment programs for those startups that we consider are in line with our mission, right? So this afternoon, I will talk a little bit more about the type of projects that we fund. And thank you for now for giving me this floor to explain what we do.